Hey everyone, welcome back to 22 Panels. This is the podcast that aims to examine, explore, and of course elevate the medium of comics. I am Tyler, and across the interwebs from me is my good buddy Tad. What you guys at home can't see is that I actually do the flipper, right? The web
Yeah.
hands
He does the web
when
hands.
I'm going.
He does the hands when he's whipping.
Yeah, I'm actually doing the hand motions that Spidey does.
One day we'll do a live show and people will be able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet. Not yet.
No, no, we've only done 500 episodes so far. What we should wait till we really hit our stride.
And only one of them is up on the internet, and that's because the guest posted it.
Oh, really?
Only one video is up on the internet. And it's because the guest posted it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's going on in the world?
I mean, the Beat put out some more year-end lists and
Mhm.
their creator surveys.
Mm-hmm.
So the Beat and you should probably also say Comics Journal, I think, has their list going. Comics Journal does their list really weird. They essentially let everybody involved give a list, but there are no rules.
Mm-hmm.
So some people might like 3, some people might give 30.
Mm-hmm.
Put them all together in one. But it's definitely another way to find good stuff.
Right.
But one of the cool things from the Beat is that their creator survey also has things that creators are looking forward to in the coming. So those are fun to go through.
And check out. Yeah.
Um,
I'm looking at it right now. The Beat Annual Creator Survey.
So
cool.
But otherwise, not a ton of comic news. In the world.
Yeah.
Though it didn't come easy. Slightly easier than it came for Mike McCarthy or Kevin McCarthy, or it came the last time around when they were selecting a speaker, where they went through 3 people before they settled on Mike Johnson.
Yes.
Mike Johnson is the speaker again.
He is.
But it took some closed door meetings to make it happen. One of the coolest things I saw on Blue Sky was somebody putting up the vote was at 214 for Jeffries, 210 for Johnson, and 3 having called themselves present, and somebody in mock of the way the crazy people like to do it on election night said, "Stop the counting now." So
Yeah.
In that vein, however, Nate Powell put up, I think, a very important reminder and message today on Instagram. Some panels from Lies My Teacher Told Me. But what he said was, if you have kids in your life, tomorrow you have a duty to talk to them at their level of understanding about the events of January 6, 2021. Remember and rely on your own experiences watching live in real time on camera and in subsequent hearings, investigations, interviews, and journalisms. This was a violent, coordinated, pre-planned attack in an attempt to permanently end a democracy by overthrowing the U.S. government and its electoral process. If you do not do this, or if you do not understand why it's so important for young people to know now, we are not on the same side. Tomorrow will be a new stage in a very dangerous and disorienting war on shared collective memory, national memory, and the very concept of historical truth.
Wow. That's powerful. Oh, go ahead.
Part of what he You know, part of what he showed in um, the the panels from Lies My Teacher Told Me, which
Yeah.
anybody who hasn't read it should go out and pick it up. The graphic novel in particular, is it's got the violent subversion of democracy, 1965, and John Lewis getting clubbed over the head, um, for holding a march to try to allow people to vote.
Mm-hmm.
And beneath it, violent subversion of democracy with people with American flags and nooses and bricks and Confederate flags and Trump flags and
Yeah.
Gadsden flags and cameras taking selfies and
Yeah.
beating their way into the Capitol. They weren't tourists. They weren't out of control, and it certainly wasn't Antifa or FBI plants.
No.
If you believe all of that and you want to elect these people anyway, fine. I don't agree with you. I'm going to shout at the top of my lungs. But like to sugarcoat it because you want your tax breaks, to sugarcoat it because you don't like brown people, to sugarcoat it because you don't want to have an uncomfortable conversation with your kids,
Mm-hmm.
that's just bullshit. It's just bullshit.
Agreed. It's 100%.
I mean, honestly, it should be memorial services every year for 9/11. We should be having memorial services every year for this.
I agree.
This is as bad. Less people died. Thank God. But in terms of the attack on the U.S. experiment,
Right?
way of life, this and Oklahoma City are every bit as big as 9/11. Unfortunately, they were perpetrated by white Americans, so we don't like to talk about them. Here endeth the soapbox history lesson.
Right. No, I feel tomorrow's going to be a tough day, But
Yeah.
we'll get through it.
Yeah. I got an institute day. Woo. So, anyway,
Yeah.
let's talk some more order stuff.
Yeah.
One of the series that I enjoy.
Yeah. Adventure Man Family Tree, #1, from Matt Fraction and Terry Dodson, along with Rachel Dodson. This is a series premiere that I'm excited to check out.
I think it's the third chapter.
Yeah.
Maybe fourth.
Yeah.
Have you read any of the previous
I
ones?
have them, and I've been meaning to because it looks awesome. But
It's cool stuff.
As the Connell family reels from the shattering events of Adventure Man Gospel Lights,
How about Ghost Lights, not Gospel Lights?
If I could read Ghost Lights,
Ghost.
They'll need to tap into the roots of the Adventure Man family tree of the heroes to make the world right again. Starting with a Luchador dynasty.
Lucador.
God, I can't even see this.
Mexican wrestlers. Lucador.
Lucador Dynasty Savage Savat kick fighting and the star-crossed teenage romance that brought Adventure Man and how do you pronounce that? MME.
Mademoiselle Chagall.
Mademoiselle Chagall.
Super scientist.
The super scientists together. This will be in shops March 19th. I am sorry about that, listeners. I am reading off of Tad's screen. Here's what's happening.
He's from rural. We
never learned to
Minnesota.
read.
They just got books there.
We just got reading. No. So what Tad's sharing his screen. I'm reading what he's sharing, and my eyesight is going on the wrong side of my bifocals, and so it's getting screwed up. And so I just got to adjust my face a little differently. All right.
Well, DC gave you a much shorter one to read.
Thank goodness. This is Batman 158 from Jim Lee and Scott Williams. Jeff
Uh,
Loeb and
Art
Jim
by
Lee.
Jim Lee and Scott
Yes.
Williams.
God. Okay, starting over. Batman 158 from Jeff Loeb, art by Jim Lee and Scott Williams. The hotly anticipated sequel to the smash hit storyline from Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee, and an all-new epic saga begins here. Hush returns in stores March 26. I'm excited for this. This will be cool.
So we'll get treads on the bat boots again.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I remember that. I actually liked it.
Have you ever heard Jim Lee talk about that?
No, but I like what he did with the bat costume. I know a lot of people.
See what he says about that is when he did it.
Yeah,
he went. I don't know. He's a superhero. He's got. Why is everybody drama? He's got to have boots on. Not. He's like by the end of the third issue, I knew why.
It's tough to draw. Yep, you got to draw all those treads. Oh man. Now I get it.
Free for All from Patrick Horvath at Oni Press from Eisner Award nominated writer artist Patrick Horvath. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees comes a 56-page self-contained one-shot that delivers a brutal new vision of capitalism by combat. In the future, the World Finance League exists to benefit all, randomly choosing those from among the billionaires and trillionaires of the world and presenting them with a choice. Either donate half their assets to the common good or defend them in ritual combat. Reigning champion and real estate magnate Ted Brooks has 22 victories under his belt, defending the wealth he schemed and stabbed to get when he is forced to face his ex-wife, Luella Dominguez, in a fight to the death. Luella has been training, waiting for this moment, but will she have what it takes to defeat the man who would do anything, absolutely anything, to keep his fortune? It's every shareholder for themselves when death and bankruptcy collide in Free for All #1, a giant-sized one-shot spectacle of commerce and carnage coming this March from Eisner Award-nominated cartoonist Patrick Horvath.
Can't wait. I love
in shops.
Yeah, sorry. I love Patrick Horvath after his Beneath the Trees.
He's so cool.
I am ready for his next thing.
Funny and gross in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
From Joanne Sterer and friends of the podcast, Ted Brandt and Rose Stein. Harley Quinn Fartacular, silent but deadly. One shot. God. Calling all sickos, this one's for you. I've been holding in all my very worst bits of bubble guts for the last 32 years, and it's all been leading up to this epic expulsion. Your nose will never be the same. You'll gag. You'll cry. You'll feel things you ain't never felt before. This fine publication is a celebration of all things past, present, and future. Sequential art's place in the annals of history is about to change with the release of The Harley Quinn Fartacular, silent but deadly, a comic that promises to have the highest concentration of gas per page ever committed to print. Emphasis on committed, because everyone who worked on this comic is getting thrown into Dr. Fartley's home for no good gassy gals and guys. Read the comic that Abraham Lincoln called a joy from fart to finish. Moments before he died. Warning, we aren't. If you're grossed out by farts, then this comic isn't for you. And that's perfectly okay, though I am judging you. Unless you want to put your feelings to the test, in which case, this comic is for you. Also in stores, March 26th. Man, I'm getting a bunch of good comics for my birthday.
Yeah, that's a good one. That one I probably will pick up because I love a good fart joke.
Well, and I love Ted and Roe.
Yeah. Here's another guy I really love, is Garth Ennis, and this is Kids One Shot, art by Dalibor Telejic. Every parent thinks their kids grow up too quickly, but not like this. In one bewildering, terrifying instant, every child below the age of 1 disappears to be replaced with creatures beyond their mother and father's understanding. What happened to the kids? Who are these deranged, hyper-violent adults who've taken their places? One horrified couple do their best to solve the nightmarish puzzle, but before they can find the answers they seek, they must survive the night. From the Eisner Award-winning writer Garth Ennis and artist Dalibor Talajic comes this horrific, twisted tale of every parent's nightmare. From Ninth Circle, bringing you the best horror each month by the industry's top creative talent. This one-shot will be a perfect bound magazine trim size. In shops, March 26th.
March 26th.
Yep. The Thing.
This is you.
Okay. The Thing. From Tony Fleeks and Leonard Kirk. The Thing clobbers the Marvel Universe. Ben Grimm may be the strongest member of the Fantastic Four, but once upon a time he was just a scrawny kid from Yancey Street. When an unexpected visitor from his past sends him on a search for a missing child, the Thing must unravel the mystery, even if that means becoming a wanted man. Get ready to see the ever-loving blue-eyed Thing versus every super-powered criminal and bounty hunter in New York City. Writer Tony Fleeks and artist Leonard Kirk give a glimpse into the history of the Thing that reminds you why Ben Grimm is the heart of the Marvel Universe and why you don't want to let him hear you say that. This will be in shops March 5th from Marvel.
Right. We have 2 books coming out from a couple of our favorite creators.
Yeah.
Only they're both doing writing. And they're not working together. So it's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
The first is We're Taking Everyone Down With Us from Matthew Rosenberg and Stefano Landini. The explosive double-sized first issue after her mad scientist father is killed by the world's greatest spy. 13-year-old Annalise is left all alone in the world. Sort of. Her dead dad's robot bodyguard is following her around for some reason. Now Annalise has a choice. Try to lead a normal life for the first time ever, or seek revenge and maybe overthrow the world order in the process. Image Comics proudly presents a journey of regret and retribution, super spies, and pseudoscience, growing up and global domination from brilliant artist Stefano Landini and OK writer Matthew Rosenberg. In stores March 26th.
I love it that it actually says that, an OK writer.
And from Matt's often artist partner, Tyler Boss, writing for Adriano Turtolucci, You'll Do Bad Things. It's been 10 years since the release of He Came In With a Smile, the true crime smash hit that chronicled the brutal murders committed by the nursery rhyme killer. But in the decade since its release, its author, Seth Holmes, hasn't produced another title. He wants to write a story with a happy ending, but every time his fingers clack across the keyboard, it always ends in his character's death. Worse yet, these tales of blood and barbarity that flow so freely from Seth's minds are starting to happen in real life. Turn the page in this giallo-inspired thriller from multi-hyphenate Tyler Boss and breakout talent Adriano Turtolucci. Also in shops March 26th.
Multi-hyphenate. I like that. All right.
How about some graphic novels, Tyler?
Yeah, let's start off. I got to scroll down here. My thing cut off. Anyway. Kaza by
Kaza would be the artist.
Oh. See, it's really large on my screen.
It is. They do that in Europe sometimes. They make the artist the big deal, kind of like with novels, where sometimes the author's name is bigger on the.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Arkady this is Arkady and the Lost Titan, by Kaza, collected in English for the first time. Renowned artist Kaza's epic masterpiece. 10,000 years ago, the Earth stopped moving. Half the Earth was plunged into frigid night. The other half is scorched in day. Young warrior Arkady, whose tribe lives in the thin strip of habitable land known as Twilight must brave the wide, dangerous outer world to discover why the world still stands still and to rescue it if he can. This will be in shops March 12th. This looks really cool, but it's a little spendy. I'm looking at the.
I'm pretty certain it's also thick
Yeah.
and hardcover.
Mm-hmm.
My guess is you're looking at a 300 or 400 page hardcover.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at it that way,
Sure. Then I get it.
850 or 85 is like not quite as spendy.
Mm-hmm. Tad, I just read that
Was it
one and
here?
I realized that was yours.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm looking at our list. Behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah,
pick a
it
little bit
was.
here.
Well, then I'm going to steal your first one here.
Yeah, do that.
Because I thought this one was mine and that one was yours.
Okay,
So,
that's fine.
c'est la vie.
Yeah.
Hourglass by Barbara Mazzi. The hourglass is called many things: the perfect machine, the source of all life, the fountain of youth. It promises an immortal comfort to the privileged, but is also looms over its creators, trapping them in its cycle. Martel knows that there are other inexplicable things that give life meaning, way more valuable than their own immortality. She only feels alive in the stolen moments with 20, an assembly worker in the dangerous gears of the machine. Will the differences between their lives tear their relationship apart, or will the hourglass shatter first? After all, a society built on rejecting these feelings is beyond fragile. It's a ticking time bomb. In stores March 26th from Silver Sprocket.
The cover looks great. It looks really fun. Kill Them All from Kyle Starks.
Wow, this is so good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this one. The gonzo graphic novel love letter to 90s action movies by Eisner-nominated cartoonist Kyle Starks returns in a triumphant new hardcover edition. A betrayed assassin will stop at nothing to get revenge. A hard-drinking, disgraced former cop just wants to get his thankless job back. For either to get what they want, they're going to have to fight their way from lobby to penthouse through wave after relentless wave of merciless criminals, assassins, drug lords, murderers, and even accountants, until there's no one left standing. In short, kill them all. Soon to be a major motion picture from Paramount Pictures and director Sam Hargrave. This will be in shops June 18th. Looks awesome.
Pick Up Santiago.
Yeah.
From Julio Anta and Gabby Mendez. Random House Graphic. Welcome to Hillside Valley. 12-year-old New York City kid Santi is heading upstate in the debut of his irresistible contemporary graphic novel series about friends, family, community, and identity. Santi is excited to spend the summer at Hillside Valley, meeting the local kids, eating his abuela's delicious food, exploring. There's just one problem. Santi doesn't speak Spanish that well, and it feels like everyone he meets in Hillside does. There's Saul, she's a soccer player who really loves books. Willie, the artist, Alejandro, Santi's unofficial tour guide, and Nico, Alejandro's brother and blue belt in karate. In between all of their adventures in Hillside, Santi can't help but worry about his Spanish. What if he can't keep up? Does that mean he's not Colombian enough? Will Santi find his confidence and his voice, or will his worries cost him his new friendships and the chance to play in Hillside's summer soccer tournament? In stores March 5th.
Cool. That's got a real YA vibe to it. Wicked, part 1, written by Gregory Maguire, art by Scott Thompson. Experience the magic of Oz as you've never seen it before with this graphic novel adaptation of Gregory Maguire's masterpiece Wicked, the first in a 2-part series featuring gorgeous full-color illustrations by Scott Hampton. Like Dorothy when she crash-landed all those years ago, prepare to be swept into a new and colorful world. Elphaba was born with the emerald green skin, no easy burden in a land as mean and poor as Oz, where superstition and magic are not strong enough to explain or overcome the natural disasters of flood and famine. Still, Alphaba is a smart, and by the time she enters Shiz University, she becomes a member of a charmed circle of Oz's most promising young citizens. But Alphaba's Oz is no utopia. The wizard's secret police are everywhere. Animals, those creatures with voices, souls, and minds, are threatened with exile. Young Elphaba, green and wild and misunderstood, is determined to protect the animals, even if it means combating the mysterious wizard, even if it means risking her single chance at romance. Even wiser in guilt and sorrow, ever wiser in guilt and sorrow, she can find herself grateful when the world declares her a witch. And she can even make herself glad for that young girl from Kansas. This is going to be in shops March 12th. Looks really cool.
It is.
Do you like Wicked?
You must take part in the revolution from Melissa Chan and Maria Kao from Street Noise Books. It's 2035. The U.S. and China are at war. America is a proto-fascist state. Taiwan is divided in two. As conflict escalates between nuclear powers, three idealistic youths who first met in Hong Kong develop diverging beliefs about how best to navigate this techno-authoritarian landscape. Andy, Maggie, and Olivia travel different paths toward transformative change, each confronting to what extent they will fight for freedom and who they will become in doing so. In shops on March 5th.
Love the Molotov cocktail cover. That looks cool. All right, on to
collections.
Yeah.
Domain from Chip Zdarsky and Rachel Stott. A classic superhero story for those coming in fresh, and a fun meta story for readers of Public Domain. When three best friends discover a crashed UFO, they also discover technology that gives them incredible abilities. But there's a catch. Only one of them can use the powers at a time. Can their friendship survive the power's temptation? In the pages of Image's Eisner-winning series Public Domain, Sid Dallas and the team at Dallas Comics reimagine their classic character, the Domain, for a new audience. And this is that comic. Collects the Domain, numbers 1 to 5. Kosher Mafia by David Hazan with art by Sammy Cavella in Cleveland, Ohio in 1936. Howard Berkowitz, the bookkeeper for the Jewish mob, finds himself on the wrong end of an enforcer's gun when he tries to spur the Kosher Mafia into action against the rising tide of domestic Nazism in the German-American Bund. From Mad Cave Studios, in stores March 19th.
This I gotta read. I didn't read it when it came out. The Last Wardens from Elliot Spurl, Amit Tischler, art by Rui Silveira and Francesco Sagala. With an alcoholic father and a hole in her wallet, Danielle Pryor's life in the rustic town of Bleakwood goes from bad to worse when her long-lost brother Bruce returns from Vietnam War. Excuse me, I had a little... When Bruce is being plagued by a mysterious and monstrous mutation, he is also being hunted by an incompetent team of paranormal misfits, which leads to Bleakwood quickly becoming ground zero for a supernatural battle that forces Danielle to choose between everything she holds dear and the fate of the world as a whole. This will be in shops March 12th. March 12th. This looks from Mad Cave.
Mad Cave.
Yeah. Is this mine too? Mm-hmm. The Quincredible The Catalyst Compendium from Rodney Barnes and art by Selena Espirito. From Peabody Award winner Rodney Barnes and spectacular artist Selena Espirito comes the definitive edition of the adrenaline racing superhero origin story that Kirkus Reviews calls a fun, fresh adventure. Invulnerability is a pretty useless superpower if you've only got 100-pound frame to back it up. That's what Quentin West's life became when he went from small guy who got beat up to small guy who can't get hurt after the meteor shower dubbed the event, gifted him the power of invulnerability, but no other powers to complement it. However, there's more to it than Quinn more to Quinn than meets the eye as he slowly realizes that he can utilize his quirky knack for creating Rube Goldberg-like devices to outsmart the bad guys. Rocketing out of the acclaimed Catalyst Prime universe, this volume collects Quincredible Volume 1, Quest to be the Best, and Quincredible Volume 2, The Hero Within, together in one double-sized soft cover package for the first time. This is going to be in shops June 11th. I am not very familiar with that universe.
I do like Rodney Barnes, though.
Okay.
We have talked about this so many times, but I'm happy to talk about it again. From Boom Studios and Fell Hound, get ready for your new obsession, motorcycle jousting. Fate brutally separated Avery Sakai from her girlfriend, Nico Ching. But acceptance at Bridleham Academy might be just the thing to bring them back together. As it turns out, though, Nico's extracurriculars are the last thing Avery expected. Now, to win a chance at love, Avery will need to throw herself into the violent but captivating world of the motorcycle jousting fight club known as Seismic Iron Clash Roulette, or SIR. Ringo Award-nominated cartoonist Fell Hound brings over-the-top sports anime energy to this effusively charming and effortlessly delightful saga of love, loss, and motorcycles. In stores May 28th from Boom Studios. This was so good. As I think I mentioned last week when I made it among my top miniseries of the year.
Yes, it definitely was. All right. Tank Girl Color Classics Trilogy, 1988 to 1995 box set. This is a hardcover from Alan Martin with art by Jamie Hewlett. The definitive anthology of Tank Girl, collecting the classic, newly colored stories from original creators Alan Martin and Jamie Hewlett, includes 3 exclusive art. I don't know what 3 exclusive art is. I assume they're prints. Yeah, I don't know what, but includes 3 exclusive art. Anyway, in shops February 19th.
From Titan Comics.
From Titan. Yep. Looks cool. Love Tank Girl.
Only major final letter cutoff this week is Cam Girl from Sarah Cho and CP Smith. Meet Danny. She's independent. She loves to party and she makes a whole lot of money. Now meet Kyoko, Danny's online alter ego. She's obedient. She's exotic. She's a walking stereotype that caters to her customers' basest fantasies. When one of Kyoko's most ardent followers starts to send her increasingly threatening messages, Danny's 2 lives become dangerously intertwined. To turn the tables on a relentless stalker who seems to know everything about her and exactly which buttons to push, Danny must confront her personal demons and rediscover who she really is and what she is capable of doing. In this self-contained, double-sided one-shot from Sarah Cho, Red Light, and C.P. Smith's Sins of the Salton Sea, present a relentless, kinky, and occasionally bloody erotic thriller. I loved Red Light. So, very much looking forward to Sarah Cho's next thing. And then our crowdfunding right now, just wanted to point out, but I'm going to say there's 4 days left and it's only about 60% of the way to its $4,000 goal. So get out there and back it on Zoop. The Awakened from Alex Segura, Michael Morisi, and Dean Kotz. A dark, noirish superhero murder mystery that explores what the true definition of power is and who should wield it. Welcome to a world very much like our own, populated by a small handful of super beings. The series focuses on a government-sanctioned team of superheroes, the Freedom Alliance, and their beloved leader, Paragon. Though everything seems to be just fine from the outside, the man behind Paragon's mask realizes there are dark forces moving against him, his team, and the world itself. What does it have to do with the disappearance of the insanely powerful being known as Avatar? When a hero falls, the world is left shaken, and one regular person must take the riskiest decision of their lives to protect the people they care about. So yeah, there are 4 more days to back the Awakened on Zoop. I did,
Yeah, I
and
have to
I'm looking
definitely
forward to
do that
reading.
because that seems right up my alley, considering how much I like X Factor and
Yeah.
another government sanctioned superhero team.
Yeah. So yeah, what did you? Speaking of X Factor, what'd you love this week?
Oh man, Sync 13 was so cool. Um,
It
that
was.
yeah, from John Lees and Alex Cormack from Comics Tribe.
I think
This
Saga was cooler.
you do. I
I
loved
do.
Saga as
I love
well.
Saga.
I know you do. I know you do. This story of this little girl, or young girl whose brother gets essentially decapitated is, I know that sounds gross, but it's a good story. Uh, but anyway, and then my number two was Saga, number 71 from Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples.
So good.
And I'm sure we'll talk about it when we get to your list.
So good.
And then my runner up, or my third, my bronze, X Factor number 6 from Mark Russell and Bob Quinn. I just, it's so fun to see
Yeah.
Havoc suffer. I
Well,
just,
and there was such a twist at the end of this one.
yeah, there was. Yep. Oh man. I
Such a twist.
yeah,
Talk about kill your idols.
yes. Oh man, Tad, let's go to your list because you've got the one.
Well, Saga.
Yeah,
Saga. Just Saga.
I love the cover. This cover,
Yeah.
I'm spiders creep me out for one thing, and then
Yeah.
to have this character on the cover. What's her name? I can never remember names. Um,
Well, is it actually the stock? I don't think it's the stock because the stock's been dead for a while. So I think it's a
it looks
new
like this.
spider.
It's a new spider, yeah, but it's a
I
spider
think it's
that
a new spider.
yeah, it's a young spider because it wants to be adopted.
Right. Isn't it the one that Hazel's friends with and it
Uh-huh.
wants to be part of the family?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
This was a great story. Um yeah.
all kinds of good. Still dealing with grief and being on the run and secrets and family and just
Mm-hmm.
so good.
Right.
And Fiona's art is so good.
Um so the guy that um Elena almost kisses. Maybe I'm just like been like not paying attention, but has he been around for a while?
I mean, I think he's been around for like this arc. I
Okay.
don't know him well yet.
I'm
We
gonna go
don't know
back.
him well yet.
I'm gonna go back and look
He's part of.
because now that, like you
I mean,
said,
they're kind of with that circus thing right now.
yes, but
Um, yeah.
anywho, great story.
Mhm.
What was your number two?
Always great.
You were just reading it
Always
before we
great.
started.
Birds of Prey, number 17, wrapped up another story arc. Kelly Thompson just continues to kill it with this book.
I have her on
It's
my
just
list in a little
action
bit.
and quips. And, it's funny and it's heartwarming and it's like badass
Mm-hmm.
women,
Yeah,
badasses.
a
You know,
badass women writing about badass women. You know what I mean?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so yeah, it was just fun. I finally caught up on Chip Zdarsky's Batman run, and
Mm-hmm.
I kind of felt like he was in the weeds a little bit with the Batman of Zur and R
Yeah.
uh, before the Joker year one, and that's why I'd fallen so far behind. But I really like what he's done over the last like 6 or 7 issues.
Okay.
and have high hopes that he'll wrap it up neatly to hand off to Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee.
Yeah, and that's where it's so funny. You said you're going to finish out Chip Zdarsky's, and then Jeff Loeb is where I'm jumping on.
Yeah, I'm certain I'll read it, but I'll probably read it as it pop. I mean, the I've got the DC Unlimited Ultra subscriptions, so I get DC books like a week later.
Okay, that's pretty decent.
Yeah, I won't necessarily have read it in time to talk about it as
No.
one of my amazing books of the week, but I imagine I'll somewhat keep up on it. I don't feel a desperate urge to own the single issues. I mean the Batman single issues that I've collected religiously were the Tom King and then the Chip Zdarsky, I'll do some miniseries right now. I'm doing both the Batman and Robin Year One and the Last Halloween miniseries.
Right, same. I'm really loving both of those. I
But
really like the Batman. Oh God, it's coming out next week, issue 2. Well,
the dark
Dark Patterns.
dark patterns. Yeah,
Yeah, issue 1
I'm
was
digging
really good.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah,
So,
cool.
and it was also a light week.
Yeah, very late.
Daredevil or X Factor could have eked in. When I lay my vengeance upon thee, I think I could wind up liking it with issue 2.
Do you? I read
I don't
it,
dislike it.
and it didn't catch me like I was hoping.
It hasn't. It hasn't. It didn't come out and grab me, but it feels like there might be something smoldering.
Okay. I mean, I know I had it on my books. I hope we're going to be spectacular last week.
I did too. Yeah.
And but oh well.
I didn't dislike it. There were certainly some things that I was intrigued by. I will definitely read issue 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it didn't. So far, it's where I said it was last week,
Right.
or where I predicted it would be last week, which is a really solid, good story. That if this is like your jam, you're gonna like it, and if it's not your jam and you haven't read a ton of them, you'll like it, and if it's not your jam and you have read a lot of good ones, you'll go, I know what's going on here. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I agree.
But I've got a stack.
I
It's kind of how it's feeling to me. But there were a couple of twists that really made me curious to see where issue 2 will go.
Okay. Yeah, I probably will read
So-
it. I probably.
I mean, it's one of those places where I'm glad that comics generally get at least a miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, to give you a movie example, I didn't think the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie was particularly good,
Mm-mm.
but I thought it ended in a really good place, and I was excited for the sequel that never came because
Right.
it wasn't particularly good. I thought the young Han Solo movie was actually pretty good. And I was
But-
definitely really excited to see where it was going to go.
Same. I was so
But it
hoping to
didn't
see
get-
more of that trilogy.
It didn't get a lot of box office love. And as a result, we didn't get to find out where it would go.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping that comics or novels will pick up thread at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a little bit, because we got to see the Kira and the Red Sun in like the between Empire and Jedi period
Okay. Are
from
you
Charles Sewell.
are you a fan of the Star Wars novels? Because the Han Solo trilogy from, I think it's from the 90s. That was so good when I read that. And what I saw in the Solo movie, so much of it came from those books. And I was hoping to see
Yeah.
more of it with this trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I was a fan of a lot of the Legends series. The Legends. I'm a fan of a lot of the Legends novels.
yeah,
I'm a fan of what current novels I've read. I haven't read as many of them,
no, not,
but
I haven't read any current ones, honestly.
I've read a few of them, and I've
Okay.
liked them a lot.
Okay.
Um, but yeah,
Cool.
yeah, that's a good place to leave it.
Yeah.
So where are we in One Piece? You caught up to where I was last week, and I read another volume.
Yeah.
So I'm still
I have-
lapping you, man.
I have a question. When we finish our list for 2024, when we finish that episode, how do you feel about the next one being just a One Piece reading week?
Sure.
Because I need to
Sure.
I need to do some major catching up with One Piece. I need to dedicate some time for it.
I'm down.
Yeah, and that way, if we don't have,
I can we can do some One Piece focus
yeah,
for a while.
yeah,
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Man, I'm getting tired. So we should talk about.
So in One Piece, I'm at chapter 346, and
Yep.
you were at 357, and so
357.
yeah, we're not far apart. I've been really enjoying what's going on here. Like, right, these dudes in the masks. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The mask guys, and is where I'm at.
Yeah. See, I just got. You've seen the mayor and the attempted assassination.
Yeah.
The next volume is pretty much all in the past.
Okay.
And kind of shows you how that city and that group of people came to be who they are, etc.
Sure.
So yeah, it's cool.
I can't wait.
And it's got some layers.
Like I said,
Yeah.
I really want to dedicate time to
Yeah, we might even spend a couple weeks with it and decide on a couple of themes to explore
sure, that'd be great.
in more depth. We'll figure that out.
All right. Well, our
Yeah.
great responsibility for today is
Part 2 of our best of 2024.
yeah. This first category.
I like your number 3.
Okay.
I didn't even think of that. That's a good one.
Well, your 3,
It's a good one.
your first 2, I would have totally put on my list, but I thought we need some more variety, right? You're already covering them. I can pick some other ones. So
Fair enough.
So let's start with your number 3.
My number 3, and I'm shocked that it fell to 3. It's a sign of like how good everything else was this year, because I love this series so much.
Yeah.
Artemis, Pyramus, and Lovey in Man's Best. Or I'm sorry, Athos, Porthos, and Lovey.
Yes.
Athos, Porthos, and Lovey, and
Right.
Man's Best.
It's almost.
Ford Sachs, Piece of Shote, and Jesse
I was
Lonergan.
gonna say Three Amigos, but it's almost the Three Musketeers, right?
It was almost Three Musketeers, except that the pug was just he was a Lovey, and
Yep.
she couldn't help herself.
Yep.
Yeah, Athos, Porthos, and Lovey.
I had a dog named D'Artagnan when I was young.
Did you?
Yeah.
It could have been part of this group. It could have gone to space. If only you'd known.
If only. Because
But yeah, no, I love Jesse Lonergan's art. I love Pornsak Piece of Shote's writing. This was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
How about your number 3? Which again,
I put this at number 3 only because it was a 1 issue. So,
well, she had a whole 3rd season too.
I know.
So, I mean, there was more It's Jeff this year,
There
but
was,
but this was still a good one. Yeah.
this was Venom War. It's Jeff, and I picked this over the other It's Jeff stuff. This is from Kelly Thompson and Guri Hero from Marvel, and I picked this over the other stuff because it was a time when they included Jeff in what was going on in the larger Marvel universe,
Right.
with the Venom
Right.
War, and I thought that was really cool. And it was one of only 2 Venom War books I picked up for that whole thing. So, I kind of felt like including it was important.
Oh, it was good. I reread it today.
Yeah.
Just because I came across it, putting comics away, and stopped and read it.
Before or after you saw I put it on the list?
I saw you put it on the list when I commented that you'd put it on the list.
Okay. Okay.
I saw on air that you'd put it on the list.
Wow. So you just came across it today, and yeah, it's a good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Your
my
number 2.
number 2, and again, if you told me at the beginning of the year when I started reading this that it would only come, I mean, I said it multiple times this year.
Yeah.
Or at the beginning of the year, that my top 3 were going to be Beyond Real, Animal Pound, and Man's Best. And we had to create another category, Animals Are Humans Too, to be able to make that even close to true.
Yeah.
That's how many good comics there were this year, because I still stand by what I said at the beginning of the year. I just had to finagle it a little bit.
Right.
Animal Pound from Tom King and Peter Gross was this also could have gone into the way too real category.
Yeah. For sure.
It was just yeah.
My number 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Specifically, this is the Jason Aaron run that just started, and Cliff Chang from IDW.
There've been we were like 4 different artists for the first 4 issues, weren't there?
Yeah. This is. I just picked Cliff.
I think Cliff Chang's even just the Donatello issue.
Is he?
I think.
Oh
Yeah.
I literally that was.
Forget who's taking over for issue 5.
Casey Jones is issue 5.
Yeah, but I think whoever's taking over art on issue 5 is like the
guy.
The artist going forward for a while.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Whereas the first 4 were.
Anyway, Jason Aaron is taking control of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it is pretty cool so far. I mean, we don't really know what's happening. All of the turtles have been separated. They're coming back together. We're talking to Casey, or we're seeing Casey Jones in issue 5.
Oh, maybe not. Derek Robertson's got number 5.
Yeah.
He's taking over for, and then it's Juan
Ferreira. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the one that, so it's 6. Juan Ferreira will take over with issue 6 and be the ongoing artist.
Okay. Cool. Well, anyway.
But that was something that was cool too, that they started with, issue 1, it was Joel Jones for Raphael. Issue 2, it was Raphael Albuquerque. No, it was Raphael Albuquerque.
Yep.
For Michelangelo. Issue 3, it was Cliff Chiang for Leonardo. And then issue 4, Chris Burnham did Donatello.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and that was kind of cool to have, like, as they're bringing the turtles back together, to have the different artists for each.
Totally gives you a different feel for each comic book, right? And it gives each turtle their own feel and vibe, and it was a really cool idea.
Right.
On to your number 1.
My number 1.
This
a bullet, man.
Okay.
Or rather a chainsaw.
This would have
really a chainsaw.
This would have been on my list.
What's the little circular handsaw that she uses?
I don't know what it's called, but it's
beneath the trees where nobody sees, from Patrick Horvath, the the Berenstein Bears serial killer book that you didn't know you needed.
Right. Ugh. It was so good.
Oh, so good.
Can't wait for his next book. My number one in Animals Are Humans Too is Feral from Tony Fleeks and Trish Forstner from Image.
Also fantastic.
Yeah, it was so good. I was really enjoying what was going on.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Man, we got two more categories to get through.
Yeah.
Our
I'm
category.
going to let you read. I'm going to let you lead off the
Yeah.
Way Too Real, if only because I didn't manage to read this one, but
Uh,
I wanted to because I love Dash Shaw.
So, I just read it. Got it for my birthday. This is under Way Too Real. Dash Shaw. This is Blurry. Hold on. I had some notes here I'm going to pull up. What the heck did I do with them? Only because it has been a while. But if you haven't read Blurry, give it a whirl. It's really... excuse me.
Like I said, I'm a fan of Dash Shaw.
Yeah, and I had never seen Dash Shaw before, right? But I'd never seen any of Dash.
Yeah, I've read Bottomless Belly Button and New School for certain.
So this really asks the question about decisions that we have to make every day, right? A man can't decide between this and that, right? And it's just really cool. I mean, as somebody who struggles, like with me, I struggle a lot with what I think people think of me. And it just made me kind of reflect on my own life a lot about like the decisions I make and why I make them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
totally get it.
Yeah. What about you? What's your number 3?
My number 3 was, and I think it only is this low because there's only 3 issues in, but I have the utmost belief that it will continue to be real in all the most horrible but enlightening ways. I don't even know how to put it.
Sure.
Spencer Ackerman and Julius Otis run on Iron Man, which has been a great superhero comic, but like an even better take on capitalism and the security state.
Yeah.
Particularly as Tony solves the big, huge problem as Tony rather than as Iron Man in issue 3.
Yep.
It's Tony the businessman that manages to beat the other bad businessmen rather than Iron Man beating the devil spawn. Yeah, it's been so good. And will likely wind up on next year's list as well.
Yeah. I am catching up right now. I just read issue 1 on Marvel Unlimited recently, I believe.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah. All right. My number 2, Blue Book. You know what? I could have included any of the Blue Books, but from 2024, we had Blue Book 1947 from James Tynion IV and Michael Avon Oeming from Dark Horse. This really was funny because I saw a couple weeks ago, Tad, you remember when all these objects started appearing in the sky out east,
in
right?
New Jersey.
New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Right. And my daughter and
aliens are coming to New Jersey,
are
baby.
Coming, and my daughter and I are watching this, and she's like, "Do people really think it's aliens?" And I said, "Some people probably do." And she's like, "What do you think?" And I said, "I have no idea what it is." That's what I think at the time when we were watching it. And it reminds me of this kind of stuff, of Blue Book of 1947. Yeah. Good time.
My number 2 was Red Light, another another dark capitalism tale,
Mm-hmm.
where essentially you have um, people so rich they think they can have anything they want,
Mm-hmm.
and the people who just want to be free enough to live on their own terms.
It's true. I mean, in the United States, anyway, we've just saw billionaires buying a government, and
Yep. Well, and your basic red light is, she's the main characters are full AI
ladies,
androids.
yep,
They're
yep.
they're they're viewed as property,
Mm-hmm.
but they wanted them to be intelligent and able to have conversations, and they programmed them to be so much more than just sex toys, but then wanted to be able to use them just as sex toys.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
I don't think that's gonna
Yeah.
work out. I haven't read it, but I know about it.
I mean that there were some similarities, or some similar concepts in One Hand and Six Fingers
Yes.
that could have also popped on this. Not so much for the story itself, but for the world that it was set in.
Right.
Um, so
Yeah. All right.
your number one.
My number one under Way Too Real was Survival Street, The Radical Left from James Asmus and Abele.
So Way Too Real is puppets with grenade launchers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we don't know what's coming. These puppets, these Antifa puppets. No, well, this idea that the right think that's what we are. I mean, and I say we because I consider myself
Well, it's because
left wing.
it's what they are.
Right.
It's projection.
Yeah.
It's either what they are or what they want to be. I mean, this goes back to how you view January 6th. Like, they want to be able to take over the government. They feel like they should need to. The only reason they call January 6th just tourists or whatever is because they failed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They don't call it that, like, to each other.
No.
To each other, they try to learn the lessons so they don't fail again. But
Had they succeeded, it would have been a revolution, right?
Right.
And whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And my number one, Way Too Real, in part just because of the premise and the world that was in it. Mark Russell and Roberto Melli's Traveling to Mars, where, of course, we finally go to Mars because there's supposedly minerals there. So corporations race to put together a rocket to get to Mars so that they can plant their flag and claim mineral rights, and to hell with whether or not the person can come back or live long other than planting mineral rights. And Earth is going to hell because we're running out of minerals and
Yeah. This is a good book.
and then it all turns out to be a parable for what happens when you abandon your AI.
That's pretty accurate.
So yeah.
Oh.
How
Wow.
about heroes don't have to come from the big two?
Yeah, this was superheroes from somewhere outside of
How did
Marvel.
I forget Santos sisters?
I don't know. But a few issues came out this year.
Yeah.
We both
No,
had-
no. I'm like, I see it on your list and I'm like, man, I was having a little bit of trouble with this,
So
even though
was
I
I.
didn't. I knew that I had like 3 or 4 when I suggested the category, and then I forgot what those were.
I didn't want to
And that's
copy
because I
you.
forgot Black Hammer and I forgot Santos Sisters.
I didn't want to copy you at all. And then I saw Local Man was the only other one that I could think of that I've read.
Yeah,
And I was like,
yeah,
it was
it's
so
fine.
good. So our number three, collectively,
It's
Tad
fine.
and I's number three is Local Man from Tim Seeley and Tony
Yep.
Fleeks.
Tim Seeley and Tony Fleeks.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
great story.
I hope that their jump to 25 doesn't mean that they're done. That
Right.
it's just here's a little bit of an ending while we go on hiatus because we got stuff going on. And they'll either come back to fill in 13 to 25
Yeah.
or 13 to 24, something like that.
Yeah.
Or they'll come back and take it from 26 on.
Which that would be interesting.
yeah,
Because then,
no,
like,
it was
down
cool.
the road, when they could come back and fill those in.
Right.
That's an interesting thing.
So I'm curious as to what, if anything, happens with the Gap, but the story itself was really cool.
Yeah.
The whole idea of doing the flip book with the 90s style hero book with the 2000 style image, like
It did feel like a 90s image book.
90s image book for the superhero team and 2000s image like Walking Dead revival type moody image for the local man part rather than the
Yeah. My number two, Black.
only a couple issues in, but it's been good.
Yeah, Black Hammer Spiral City from Jeff Lemire and Teddy Christensen. I included this one as a superhero book, and I know we haven't really seen any superheroes, but Inspector Insector.
You know you will.
Inspector Insector is like he's a
Right.
superhero wannabe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like he wants to be real so bad.
It's Black Hammer, so it belongs there.
Yeah, he wants to be real so bad. What's your number two? I haven't even read. I don't even know what this is.
I went with the Legendary Links from Alex Segura and Sandy Jarrell, which fleshed out the Legendary Links stories from Secret Identity just in time for the release of Alter Ego, which also had a series of Legendary Links shorts that hopefully will also get fleshed out into a graphic novel the way this one did.
That's cool.
Yeah. I like me some Alex Segura. I like me some Legendary Links. I like me some Secret Identity, some Alter Ego. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Oh man, and my number one from Heroes Don't Have to Come from the Big Two was some of our friends from Greg and Fake. This is Santos Sisters.
I have no idea why this didn't pop into my head. This would have been a Local Man would have been dumped in favor of Santos Sisters if it had not just completely slipped my mind as, oh yeah, they've got superhero stuff in that.
Yeah. And it's like perfect because it is definitely not Big Two. I mean, it's silly, it's bizarre, it's fun.
Whereas it
doesn't take itself too seriously, you know.
Yeah, I went with Tom King and Bilquis Evely's Conan inspired hero story, Helena Windhorn. It's another one it's got an opening for more.
Right.
Got my fingers crossed.
That's cool.
And Helen was just a really cool character. Kind of doing the mythology of like the family is caretakers of this other world or heroes of this other world, and all of the novels that her father had written were really real, or at least based on real characters from this other world. And yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Tom gave me the feels as he does
with most
so
of his
much
work.
So much.
Touched you in your feelers.
Yeah.
Well,
so
we are at that point in the show where we are going to talk about our 3 books we hope will be spectacular.
Do you have school tomorrow?
Nope. I don't go back till
No.
the 13th. Is that Monday?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got 3 weeks off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Wow.
No idea.
Do you not have a spring break
We
or
never have spring break. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're at a new school this year, so I didn't.
No,
Or
this is
I
my
guess
second
this is
year.
your second year.
Yeah. But
Okay, so you get 3 weeks at Christmas, but don't get a time during the spring.
no, for Easter
Gotcha.
we don't get a week or anything like that off. We at Easter we get Friday off, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean we don't get anything in the spring. It's that now is our long period of time. I mean we go till almost March before where there's another scheduled day off.
Okay. You don't have Martin Luther King Day or
Well,
President's Day.
we do have Martin Luther King Day. Yeah, that's in February.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
No, that's in January.
January.
Yeah, you'll be back for like a week and then get a Monday off.
Nice. Nice.
Anyway, coming up this week, I got 3 number ones this week, and I think left at least. Yeah, I have 3 number ones this week, and I left a Kyle Starks number 1 off of my list.
Mm-hmm.
That's how good this week is. They're making up for the last couple of light weeks here.
Yeah.
And for that matter, Living Hell number 2 comes out this week. Kill All Immortals number 5. So, friends of the podcast, Caitlin Yarsky with Living Hell, and Zach Kaplan with Kill All Immortals. You mentioned the Batman Dark Patterns. We got Blood Brothers Mother. So Survival Street Radical Left comes out this week. Snot Girl comes out this week. Where Monsters Lie, Cul-de-sac comes out this week. What's the Furthest Place from Here comes out this week. My buddy Chris, Mr. Cantwell, with Star Trek Defiant number 22. But my picks for the week are Lucky Devils number 1 from Charles Sewell and Ryan Brown, the team that brought us 8 Billion Genies. Cruel Kingdom number 1 from my other buddy Chris Condon, Al Ewing, Greg Pack, Cano, Leo Max, and Charlie Adlard from EC Oni. This is their new fantasy swords and sorcery anthology. And Daredevil Unleash Hell, polybagged, adults only, whatever they're calling it, red band, I guess is what they call it.
Right.
From Marvel, Erica Schultz and Valentina Pinti. Yeah. And like for those who like their graphic novels, this is the week for Growing Up Farley from Kevin Farley, Frank Marafino, Fritzy Stressing, and Ryan Dunleavy.
Seems like such a long time ago that we talked about that.
Yeah. It got announced early.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more the book announcement cycle.
Okay.
Books will often get announced 6 months to 2 years before they're published.
Yeah, because I was gonna, maybe I should, because I gave my boss at the library a list of books to get, and I'm pretty sure I put Growing Up Farley on there, because that would be pretty cool. Yeah, on my list, Brian Lee O'Malley and Leslie Hung are back with Snot Girl, number 17. I forgot to put, is this from Dark Horse? Do you know?
It's from Image, I think.
Image. Oh, okay. And then Batman from Dan Waters and Hayden Sherman from DC. And this one I saw on previews today as I was filling this out. So I hope it's good. This is Jim Henson Presents number 1, and it's got Fraggles on the cover. So I'm hoping it's a cool Fraggle story. It's got a few creators: Shannon Waters, Jill 2, Cameron Chittock, Shannon McGuire, Max Sarin, Michael Bayless, Corey Godby, and Countandra. I'm a huge Jim Henson fan and an even bigger Fraggle fan, so this hits me in all the feels.
All right. This literally just went live at the Washington Post while we were recording.
Okay.
So we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
We started the episode with Nate Powell
Yeah.
and his words for tomorrow, January 6th, which is when this episode will be available for most people.
Okay.
Joe Biden has an op-ed in the Washington Post that just went live.
Okay.
On this January 6th, order will be called. Clerks, staff, and members of Congress will gather to certify the results of a free and fair presidential election and ensure a peaceful transfer of power. Capitol Police will stand guard over the citadel of our democracy. The Vice President of the United States, faithful to her duty under our Constitution, will preside over the certification of her opponent's victory in the November election. It is a ceremony that is for more than 2 centuries has made America a beacon to the world, a ceremony that ratifies the will of the voters. For much of our history, this proceeding has been treated as pro forma, a routine act. But after what we all witnessed on January 6, 2021, we know we can never again take it for granted. Violent insurrectionists attacked the Capitol, threatened the lives of elected officials, and assaulted brave law enforcement officers. We should be proud that our democracy withstood this assault, and we should be glad we will not see such a shameful attack again this year. But we should not forget. We must remember the wisdom of the adage that any nation that forgets its past is doomed to repeat it. We cannot accept a repeat of what occurred 4 years ago. An unrelenting effort has been underway to rewrite, even erase, the history of that day, to tell us we didn't see what we all saw with our own eyes, to dismiss concerns about it as some kind of partisan obsession, to explain it away as a protest that just got out of hand. This is not what happened. In time, there will be Americans who didn't witness the January 6th riot firsthand, but will learn about it from footage and testimony of that day, from what is written in the history books, and from the truth we pass on to our children. We cannot allow the truth to be lost. Thousands of rioters crossed the National Mall and climbed the Capitol walls, smashing windows and kicking down doors. Just blocks away, a bomb was found near the location of the incoming vice president, threatening her life. Law enforcement officials were beaten, dragged, knocked unconscious, and stomped upon. Some police officers ultimately died as a result. As president-elect that day, I spoke to the country and called for peace and for the certification to resume. 4 years later, leaving office, I am determined to do everything I can to respect the peaceful transfer of power and restore the traditions we have long respected in America. The election will be certified peacefully. I have invited the incoming president to the White House on the morning of January 20th, and I will be present for his inauguration that afternoon. But on this day, we cannot forget. This is what we owe those who founded this nation, those who have fought for it and died for it. And we should commit to remembering January 6, 2021 every year. To remember it as a day when our democracy was put to the test and prevailed. To remember that democracy, even in America, is never guaranteed. We should never forget it is our democracy that makes everything possible. Our freedoms, our rights, our liberties, our dreams, and that it falls to every generation of Americans to defend and protect it. I'm not certain I've ever seen a op-ed from a sitting president.
Right? I was just thinking that. I was just, wow.
But that was a good one.
Yeah. Well, on that note, we should bid everyone adieu. Yeah, it's been fun, and we'll see you next week. We'll catch everyone after the next page. See ya. Hey guys, this is Tyler from 22 Panels. I'm here to tell you all about our Patreon. If you enjoy this show, please consider donating to our Patreon to keep this show going. We have many different tiers, all different levels to help you decide what's right for you. Okay, so get on out there to patreon.com/22panelspodcast.